Good evening, everyone. This is Carlos Phoenix, and this is the Lounge Magazine's Indie Lounge. So today I have a special guest. His name is Mr. New York Nick, and New York Nick is I guess I'll call him a video producer. He does live music videos. He also does, he's a gadget guy like me, and some of the things we're going to touch upon today is going to be you guys probably know by now because I have an iPhone show. He's more of the other side. He does Android. He does the Google stuff, and I will continually be doing an Android show. But I am developing. I'm sorry, the iPhone show. But I'll be developing right now a Google show, and so that's something that's going to come out in the future. And but I'm going to touch upon one of the products that he's gotten into, which is the Xoom. But before we get into all that, we're going to get into Mr. New York Nick's background and career and the things he's been working on. So, without any further ado, Mr. New York Nick, how are you?
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing, Carlos? What's happening?
I'm doing well, and just catching up from having a conversation with you about your new gadgets and toys.
Oh yeah. Gotta have the gadgets and toys, man. That's what us guys are, into for the
Yeah,
most part.
exactly. So, all right. Well, first, let's just give everyone a little bit of a background. What is it that you do?
Well, what I started out as a hobby, I used to go shoot live music. Small camera, just go out for the fun of it and shoot hip hop, rock and roll, country. And I didn't care. I just was, playing around, and it become a small business for me eventually. I do a lot of hip hop and a lot of rock and roll. I just go out to wherever you're playing and shoot it. I have Final Cut Pro. I use, of course, a Mac product to do my video editing. I use this is one of my HD cameras, just basically Sony FX7. I set it up real looking sweet. I try to get the ambient sound, and I also use a digital recording device. If there's a board that I can plug it into, it's digital, so it would have to have a USB port in the mixing board, and then I can grab some sound from that, along with the sound that I get from my camera, which I have dual mics. Took me a long time to find the right combination of mics to use, but you can check out some of my product on accessgwinnett.info. I think you have it on the lower third there. I do a pretty good job at it. I've been doing it for a while now, and it's fun. I have a lot of fun doing it. I make a little bit of money, some mad money per se, and every weekend I'm doing something. It's pretty cool. I love it. It's fun.
That's awesome. Now we've in the beginning process of all this, I think we had done a couple things together where we're trying to
Oh yeah.
do live gigs, live broadcasting live online, and it's something that I'm still deeply looking into, and I think it's something that's completely doable in the future when bandwidths and all that good stuff really become up to par with being able to do an inexpensive live broadcast of
Right.
a gig, a concert, and it focuses highly on independent artists being able to allow those performances to access more than just their local club or their local bar, and just reaches out to a larger public. And once things become a little bit more standardized with the internet, the speeds, and being able to access directly to television or your average computer, that's a big deal for us, both you and your side and my side. So
Well, as I did, a test run with a couple of former radio guys. We called it the men's room show,
mhm.
and what we would do is we would set up in a live setting in a bar and basically do a radio show. And we did run into some snags with, what how much bandwidth we were able to get from the bar. DSL, when you're in a bar situation or a restaurant, you only get what, 2 or 3 megabytes. Not enough.
Mm-hmm.
You need at least minimum 8 megabytes to run a good looking.
Well, you run into two different things. One is your upload speed, of course.
Right.
The portable limitations. I mean, you could do it if you have the money, and that's the thing. It's money, and
Sure.
The biggest focus for us is the ability to do it inexpensively.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, my show, I tried to do it live, which I still anticipate doing, but now I do it pre-recorded, so that we can actually record it in a much higher resolution, and also then be able to output it in a way where I can make some kind of a monetary return. Because right now, we do have a sponsor, which is great, The Art of Tease, and we'll get into that later. But
Right.
The idea to be able to survive independently and to be able to promote independent artists is to do it in an inexpensive way where it's just not a loss from the beginning to end. And the technology is getting there. We're just early starters, and things started off with podcasting, and now we're trying to delve a little deeper into the live so that we can actually have television style programming, and this would be like considered a talk show.
Right.
New York Nick, if you can let everybody know, where are you?
Well, right now I'm in I'm in Gwinnett County, in between Lawrenceville and the Athens area. I'm in my home studio. As you can see, I'm surrounded by computers, and it's not a big room, but it's enough where I can do this production. And I have a green screen set up here, and I got a full little studio going on here to where I can produce some commercials. And that was another thing I was going to touch on. You had mentioned about going into podcasts and stuff like that. I'm also getting into doing restaurant and independent music artist promotions,
Mm-hmm.
making videos for promotions and having a website that's geared towards those promotions. It's about promoting yourself. Let's face it. I think you had a guest on that is an independent indie guy not too long ago, and you were telling me how he's indie and he's got record labels, fighting for, to sign him and stuff like that. I tell you, a lot of these artists that are in the Atlanta area, you have to become a local hero first before you can branch out across the country and go nationwide. You have to be able to hone your skills within where you live. If you can get an audience in the general area, I'm talking really general, 25 to 50 mile radius. And if you're playing in bars and music venues in your local area in that radius, and you could draw a crowd and a fan base, you can be successful nationwide eventually. But you have to be a hometown hero first. You can't expect to make music and go nationwide right away. You have to. It's a lot of work. So that's part of what I like to do. I like to promote you guys. I like to get out there and shoot the video and to put you on my website and let people see what you can do. And my passion is to help you build your fan base. And that's about what I do with the music industry. I also want to help restaurants and venues build their client base also with my website and my video production company. That's my ultimate goal. And if I can make a little mad money doing it, hey, that'd be great. But everything starts as a hobby. You got to work at it. You got to hone your skills, hone your product into to where you have a product that you can sell, whether it's music, videos, web design, whatever you do, you have to have a product before you can try to unleash it to sell.
I mean, I couldn't agree with you more. There's a lot of folks who, I don't know. I mean, they're like the lazy beginner, I guess you can say. They think that they can just go straight into fame. But
Not going to happen.
yeah, I agree.
Unless you're on American Idol, and it's far and few between.
True. Now, what I want to do here, give me just 1 second. I would like to show off at least one of your videos, if that's okay with you.
Sure.
Let me just line it up here. And let's see if I can get it to. Now, this is.
Oh, you picked one of my videos in my early stages.
Is it?
Citizen Icon.
No, actually, well, I mean, it says Taproot Live.
Oh, yeah, I just did that one. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can. Now we're going to be going to his webpage, which I'll show you. Now that's you're shooting in high def, is that correct?
I'm shooting in high def, but I tell you, it's a challenge. Of course, because of the lighting. I mean, lighting is everything with high definition. If you don't have the correct lighting, it's a challenge. But as you can see, my camera, the way I got it set up, I don't have a lot of variation in focus, and it is in high def. I don't. Right now, I think you're showing it at 480. You can view it in 720.
Oh, that's right. Well, hold on. Let me see if I can set that up for you. And let me try to control the volumes here because I know it's a pretty. I'm trying to get the controls for your 480 here. Let's see if I can just. Nope, sorry. And this is what happens with live. I mean, you always bump into this type of issue.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about the band that you were just showing off there.
That's a band called Taproot. The band is from Michigan, and 37 Main is a venue in the Gwinnett County area who every weekend has some cranking rock and roll. They do a lot of tribute bands, Bon Jovi tributes, Def Leppard tributes, Journey tributes. The place is called 37 Main. It's located at 37 East Main Street in Beaufort, Georgia, and they bring in national acts. And Taproot is a national act. They've had Great White, Warrant. I mean, groups like that are national that tour across the country, and I of course got to get permissions to shoot video because they are a national act and they already have a record label. They're with they're currently with a record label, so I have to get signed permissions from them that I'm able to shoot video and share their music. And then of course I got to get permissions from YouTube. They have they'll block that video until I get an authorization from them or permissions per se to be able to show that video on my YouTube site.
Wow. Yeah, that's a big thing. So my early videos, I'll put some pop song or whatever on, and YouTube will kick in a copyright notice.
Yeah.
But
Uh-huh.
one of the keys that's been happening is the way the YouTube is now. Sometimes they just knock you off. But one of the things they've been doing with me is they see that it's a show, and what they'll do is they'll just sell the song right under my video.
Right. They've done that for me too in the past. But you got BMI and then you got WMG that owns the rights to certain labels.
Uh huh.
And they just don't. I had to go in there and actually put in a disclosure statement, and then I had to electronically sign it, and
Wow.
they'll go ahead and investigate it, and then they'll release the video unless there's a discrepancy. They'll go ahead and get with the label or the I don't know if they get in touch with band management, but I've received all the permissions and I have documentation. You got to be really careful. Copyright will cost you money if they want to sue you.
Yeah, one of the things I do is, I mean, most of my guests are not labeled yet. They might be getting signed soon and so on.
Yeah, they're indie.
And over time, they might just buy the rights to the songs that are on my videos, so that might be an issue later. But
Right.
the fact of the matter is, I'm usually when I have the songs on, it's when they are the guest, and clearly they're authorizing it because we're listening to it as we're
Right.
watching it or listening to it. So
Right.
that's kind of my legal. I mean, I get them to sign off on it, but the fact that they're right there listening to it as they're presenting it is
Well, I
usually how
tell
I.
you, back in the day, audio, you can grab audio legally. But I'll tell you what, man, when you start getting into video, that's another
Yeah,
ballpark that you're getting
it's a
into.
crazy. I mean, particularly all the changes in the industry.
Yep,
It's a hardcore effect
yep.
in respect to how it's affecting the entertainment industry, but also how the entertainment industry is shifting to the internet, and we're doing shows like what we're talking about now and what we're doing now. And how should I put it?
Well, Carlos, I don't mean to interrupt you there,
No, go
but
ahead.
everything on the internet, unless it's copyrighted, it's free game, man.
I
Anything,
mean,
photos, I mean,
yeah, I mean, I know what you're saying, and you got 6 billion people around the world. You really got to be good and sharp to be able to catch the guy that just took your photograph and is now using it for an advertisement. I get you on that.
yeah, but there's bands also that just, unless, I try to be courteous and professional
Hmm.
and ask them, hey, look, is it okay if I shoot you? They're worried about you selling. Yeah, shoot you. They're worried about you selling their music, their product,
Well, yeah, I mean, the biggest concern is that they're worried that someone can make money off of
their stuff.
their stuff off of you, or you're making money off of their stuff. I mean, yeah, and that's why we have to get written permissions because in the long
Everything
run,
I
we want to make
do,
money. We need to make money.
everything I do is for promotional purposes only. That's what I tell them. It's either for the club or for my personal promotional, unless they pay me to shoot a video. Anytime I go, believe it or not, when I go shoot those videos, the national acts that come across to 37 Main, the club pays me.
Right.
You would think the group or the band or whoever it is wouldn't care. It's free marketing for them. It's free promotions.
Hmm.
Hey, look, New York Nick Productions shot us over there at 37 Main. And you see my videos. They're cool videos. They're not trashy or garbage or anything. But they still give you a hard time.
Yeah, it's a game. It's a big game. It's a very difficult game because the way they interpret the way you're using the video, you're just doing it to promote them or to help you promote your business, so on. You would
I
think
got
that.
2 terabytes of video of live music. Two
Awesome.
terabytes. You know how much I can probably put together a small television show on local talent and national talent across the board. I have so much footage, and I probably could sell some of it. But I'm not going to do that. That's not what I'm about. You know.
All right. All right. So let's get back onto the main topic that we were going to get into. Let me switch over to you.
Okay.
let me get the right camera angle here.
All right. Check it out, man. All right. Let me turn it on. Hold on. Let me turn it on. Here we go. See. You got to turn it on first. It's pretty cool, man. It's the new.
You're gonna have to hold it at an angle.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
The new Motorola Xoom tab. We'll wait for it to crank up here. You know, I love my Apple products. My Mac, I got a big 27-inch Mac in front of me right now. Awesome for, video and audio production. Oh, check it out, the honeycomb. The honeycomb processor. Pretty slick. It's cranking up. But I'll tell you what. I got the Xoom. I got the Evo. It's another Android product. This has got the 2.2 on it. It's supposed to be your competition to the iPhone. Oh, got an email. Got a couple of emails coming through on the Xoom. There we go. Here it is, baby. Check it out.
So what do you I know you just purchased it, but
yeah, I just got it yesterday, actually.
What's going to be your main purpose? Use
Presentations.
Okay.
Presentations. Boom. Check it out. Watch this. You just, instead of carrying about it around a big, huge laptop, check it out. I can just jump on and I can show my videos, baby.
So is that a YouTube or what is that?
This is YouTube, and this is my channel. I'll crank up here in a minute. This is one of my marketing videos that I done for a restaurant here in town. And basically,
it's got a good volume.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's hot, man. Let's see. I mean, it's just the coolest gadget. I mean, there's your clock. Put it next to your bed. Plug it in at night. It stays on all night. It's got an alarm set up. I mean, there's just so many cool things. I could sit here for an hour. I mean, here's Quick. I mean, here's Quick where you can record video, live video.
Uh-huh.
So there's
that's a nice advantage right now over the iPad. Although, of course, they're going to announce next week something. We don't know what it is, but that is.
It's just slick as owl there. I mean, it's pretty cool, man. Here's my email right here. I just boom, my email comes up. I can switch pages. Look at that. I mean, it's pretty wild. It's pretty in depth. I mean, I'm going to use it for when I go out and I do my presentations to the restaurants and stuff like that. And it's got video chat. There's my frame.
Oh yeah.
And I can do video chat with it. Here's my music. Scroll through. I don't know how good you can see it, but you can scroll through, and I mean, it's got good audio.
There's an edit. So editors who like to sit in the open.
Oops.
Tony likes to sit in the open. There's space.
Let's see. There's some Kenny Chesney live. It's got a nice speaker setup. Dual speakers.
So point at the speakers.
Huh?
Point at the speakers. Like show us the
You got
hardware.
you got two speakers. You
Right.
got stereo speakers on both sides. You get a 5 megapixel camera.
There's not a flash next to
You
it.
got a light there where you can, when you're shooting video, you can turn this light on. Let's see. Let's see if I can do that for you. Let's see. Here's your. I mean, it takes awesome pictures too. I mean, here's your camera.
Now, what's the megapixel on the camera?
5 on the front, 2 that faces you.
Okay.
So if you're like this and you're doing a video chat and you're holding it in front of you like this, you got 2 megapixels, and you could switch the cameras right there on cue. Let's see. Here's the camera. Okay. Of course, you can see, and basically, if you wanted to shoot video, all you do is hit this button right here. It turns to video. It's pretty slick, man, and you could turn this light on. See, you turn the light on for the video.
Right.
You can, and of course it's flash for your still. You can there's a button here. You can switch the cameras. Like right now, I'm looking at myself, and as soon as the Android 3.0 is going to be Skype capable here shortly. They released it prematurely. One of the selling points with this honeycomb Android was that flash, something the iPad does not have, but it's not available yet. Basically, what's happening is they're trying to get the latest flash, which is the 10.2. They had the 10.1 on their first, before they released it, and they wanted that it's full HD, 720, I think P. It's just amazing what they did with this thing. I mean, here's your look, check it out. Facebook, boom, one shot, you're up in like seconds. I mean, the process, it's dual core processor. It's phenomenal. Here's your let's see, here's your tweeter. If you're a tweet freak, you can do your tweet. Let's see what else. I mean, here's the ajc.com. It pulls it up in like seconds. I mean, it's just unbelievable how quick this thing is. It's just amazing. I mean, what technology has done for us. I mean, I could sit on the bathroom and have a good time. I mean, I can do that with my Evo, but now I got, I got a 4.3 screen here, 4.3, and now I got a Google Android with 10 inches. If you could grow from 4 inches to 10 inches, wouldn't you want to do it? Come on now. I mean, I think everybody would want to grow a few inches, I'm sure. Nah, it's, it depends if you're male or female, I guess. No, that's cool, man. I got my calendar set up, and boom, there's my calendar. Pulls up your calendar, what you got on schedule. If you're a person that wants to be on time. I mean, it's cool. I mean, it's like the coolest thing you can have right here. I mean, it's like so small. It's not a laptop. You get 7 to 8 hours of battery time, so you don't have to plug the darn thing in. You can read books. I mean, it's just like, it's I mean, look, there's Alice's Adventures of Wonderland right here, and you just boom, it's like a book.
Now,
Turn
do me a
pages.
favor. Put it in front of the camera for a few seconds. Let's see if the camera will auto adjust and allow it to be readable. Yeah, it just shows up as a white screen.
Yeah, but right now, I mean, it's a book. I mean, you can turn the pages. I mean, it's pretty slick.
Yeah.
Now, look, I got 2 weeks to play with it. They gave me 14 days to sample the product. Um, the only drawback with this product is you you know you can they don't have one just like the Apple has the Wi-Fi only,
Right.
which is a $4.99. I think you can get the Apple for, but you have to have you don't have to have it, but you have to buy a data plan,
Mm.
which the cheapest data plan for 1 gig is $20. Okay, and that's for 1 gig.
Okay.
And then you can get 3 gigs for 30 or 35, and then you can get up to 8 gigs for 80. Okay, it's $10 a gig. The good thing about it is they don't charge you by the amount of they used to charge like I guess by the kilobyte after you go over.
Okay.
Is that correct? Is that right?
I don't know. I mean,
But now,
for those who know, I have an iPad,
Yeah,
and
but
but
now-
I have the traditional plan, which was like $30 for unlimited. So
Right.
I don't. Unfortunately, I'm not that familiar with the.
right. So I got me a cool little case for it. I mean, you can get some nice swag for it. It's like a book, and you can prop it up in here, and I mean, it can stand up like this. Check it out. So it can stand up. You can put it on your desk and all that fun stuff. But like I said, they give you 14 days to play with it, and I understand that Apple iPod 2 is coming out with a big announcement this week. So I'm going to give this a 7-day trial. I may go the full 2 weeks or 13 days. See what the Apple 2 is going to offer. The iPad 2.
Well, I mean, I can kind of go over a little bit of the rumors. One, it will have a dual processor. Two,
Right.
one rumor, but nobody seems to want to back it up, is the Retina display. Personally, I'm not sure if they're going to put a Retina display in it. That just makes it a high resolution screen. Second, the
Well, they
front.
said they were going to 2000 on the resolution.
It's hard to say. I mean, we don't know that yet, so
Yeah.
I'll hold that one off. You got your front camera and your back camera, high def. Not sure. Haven't heard anything about having it a flash or a light. I know they've probably moved and shifted the speaker. Don't know why they would have done that, but that just seems to be one of the rumors that's going around. And thinner, smaller.
Faster processor.
No, I'm talking about thinner body.
Yeah, they're going to go, I think, also with a faster processor also.
Well, it's going to be a dual core processor, yeah.
Yeah.
At least that's what they say. Again, I'm just
Right.
going by rumors. And who knows? Who knows what other surprises? They'll be releasing their new operating system soon, which has a lot of the features of what an iPad has.
Right.
You probably know by now also that there's a Mac for your desktop or your iMac. You can actually now do a very similar to the App Store. You can buy all your applications right from the computer, and it just downloads and automatically puts itself on the lower dock. So there's a lot of shifting and morphing going on with the Apple products. It's hard to say what they'll do because usually they just surprise you with something, and then everybody else tries to chase after them. And what's interesting is how the Apple product comes in, and the industry then gets affected. But Apple comes out with a product once a year. Everybody else seems to come out with a product every 3 months. So Apple kind of just steps back, let them do their thing, and every 3 months you got a newer, faster more gadgety thing. They're constantly changing that operating system, and
Right.
the only issues that I've ever heard about Android, which is a great product, is no two companies do the same thing with the operating system. So, if I pass mom a Galaxy and then pass her a Droid, they don't even look the same. So she wouldn't know what to do with one or the other, and
Right.
that's been a contention on my part, which I probably just don't want to deal with that. Just and Google, because it's open source, allows it to happen, and they have their own phones, which is the G2 that came out, and that's the official operating system, and that doesn't even look the same as what some of these other products are. So it's an interesting playing field of these new gadgets and new toys that are coming out. But
Pretty soon we'll be flying around instead of driving on tires, man. We'll be.
Well, I'm just gonna wait till automobiles will have docks for these products, and that's another advantage that Apple
Man,
has.
that'd be cool.
One of the advantage that the Apple products have is that they have had this dock since the iPod, and it hasn't changed. And now that's why you have medical equipment, you have automotive equipment, you have a ton of stuff that just plug into this dock and allow you to expand what this product is capable of doing. And Google has not supported a specific dock, and I think they probably should. It'll expand the not only the economy of the Android, but what it's capable of doing, because it's a very powerful system.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why I went with the. I mean, I really wanted an iPhone. In
I would have waited till the iPhone 5 anyway.
Really.
I mean, at this point, when Verizon launched their phone,
I mean, what's
I would just
iPhone
wait
5, iPhone 4, iPhone 3?
Well, it's just like the Android. I mean, you got Droid 1, Droid X, Droid this, Droid that. It's like
Right.
15 droids in a matter of a year and a half.
Right.
And you're just like, okay, well, should I just wait? Because I know in like a month or so, they're going to announce another one.
Well, when you're like you and I mean, we got to have the newest, greatest, and latest product. So that's what I got a problem with being held to a contract on this, because now I have to stick it out if I don't want to pay the $100 to cancel the contract, because I think that's all it costs to cancel the data. Not that I'm going to lose sleep over $100. If I want something, I'm going to go get it because I want the latest and greatest, as you do too. But I think I have two good products. My Evo is an awesome phone, $69.95. It's unlimited. It just about does everything an iPhone can do at a half the price on a monthly payment. Look, because we got a little bit of money, Carlos, doesn't mean we always have to spend it. Okay.
I agree.
So.
Well, let's speak for yourself. I don't have a lot of money.
I don't have a lot of money either. I got a little bit of money, but I'd like to be frugal the way I spend it.
Mm-hmm.
And the Evo is a good alternative to the high price of owning an iPhone. I can't even believe some of the bills that my friends get with their iPhones, $140, $150 a month. I mean, that's insane.
Now, what is now? I pay 100, maybe just under $100. No, it's 70 plus taxes and stuff. So,
well, they must have changed some plans. But I got a buddy of mine. His bill's like $139. He must be on an old plan or something. I don't know. But for $70, man, I got a good deal right here, Evo.
Yeah, I mean, I pay maybe $30 for my data plan, and I barely use the phone. Although with AT&T, they also do the as the months go by, the minutes you don't use get accumulated.
Right.
So I think I got like 8,000 minutes. I don't use it. Anyway, here's another question. One thing I want to touch upon. What am I thinking here? Don't you hate that? You blank out.
Oh man, when you get old like me, it happens all the time. Man.
All right.
I just turned 50 years old. I know I look good and everything, but I'm officially old as of last week. So
and I'm noticing on the lighting, I need to get some makeup 'Cause, I'm a little glossy here. Anyways, well, here, let me cut into something. Let me get into my sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, this show, it costs money. Unfortunately, we do love to offer you great content and good conversations. But I do have a sponsor today, and that is The Art of Tees. The Art of Tees is a custom t-shirt company. They allow me and all of you to create custom designs, great for birthdays and gifts, and maybe you have a band that you want to promote. Maybe you have some merchandising that you want to create for whatever your business is or whatever it is that you do artistically, and they do a great job of making that artwork look great on your garments. So check them out, www.theartoftees.com, and that is my sponsor for the day. So, Nick, is there anything else you want to touch upon?
Nope, that's it. I just wanted to share some of my cool toys with you, my Android products, my production company. If you have a video that you need to have shot, and I do some pretty good editing work. I got all these cool products from here. I'm going to show you some of them. I got some of these cool products with all these special effects, composite toolkits, and fires and explosions, and I just got all kinds of cool software, motion designer toolkits, to where I really put some cool graphics on your video. I also have other editors products that I buy individually as needed, splats, paint marks. I mean, all this kinds of cool stuff. I have a full library of that stuff. I probably got about, and I also have some free music. I'm going to say rights-free music, I should say. Where I got some cool stacks of music effects and stuff like that, and they are rights-free, so I can put them on your video without any copyright infringement type situations.
That would be royalty free.
Yeah, what did I say?
Rights free.
Copyright. Well, it's copyright.
Same idea.
There's no copyright on it, and it's royalty free. That's right. You're right. Sorry, man. See what happens when you get old? 50 years old last week, man. It is royalty free. Is the correct terminology. You are absolutely correct. Carlos, I appreciate you having me on your show tonight.
And my pleasure. It's been great talking to you.
Had a good time.
And again, that's New York Nick. You can check him out. You want to give away your Facebook or your Twitter that they might be following?
Yeah, you can go to New York Nick Productions on Facebook. You can go to New York Nick Atlanta on Twitter, or you can check out my website at accessgwinnett.info. Check out some of my videos. If you have a live show or a small little promo commercial you want to go ahead and put on video, look me up. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Mr. New York Nick, and that concludes our show. Thank you for watching, and see you again next time.